Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another set for Team Battlegrounds. Here we have the matchup between Lord of Swords and Luxman versus Supermonkeycar3000 and GhettoLiquidator. And we will not waste any time. We're going to jump right into it right now, guys. We are going to have to adjust the scoreboard here in a quick second, so we'll put you on view lock here. But no worries, guys. Minor things, minor things. So, for those of you who do not know, this is a 2v2 tournament that I am putting on here. This is for a prize pool of $150, and we expect there to be some crazy games. There are some custom maps in here as well, and it's going to be pretty sick. So, Super Monkey Car 3000 playing the Mayans. And then we have GhettoLiquidator here with the Magyars in the yellow. Over on the opposite side, we have Luxman 2S playing the Mayans as well. And then we have Lord of Swords playing the Franks. So if you don't know, the system is there are 4 civs banned. Each team bans 2 civs. After that, it's hidden pick, no repeat per team. So we are going to see some potential mirrors like this. Both players going with Mayans on this one. But without further ado, we are going to jump into the tech tree for the Mayans. The Archer civilization, starting with an additional villager, but minus the resources for said villagers. Resources last 15% longer. Archers cost less every age, 10% in feudal, 20 in castle, and 30 in imperial, making them extremely cheap archers. Unique unit is the plumbed archer. Unique tech, Obsidian Archers, making their archer units +6 attack versus buildings, which is super crazy and super good. Eldorado, giving Eagles +40 hit points. Team Walls cost 50% less. And then we had Magyars. Cav Civilization, villagers kill wolves with 1 strike. Forging, Blasting, Furnace, Iron for casting, all free. Scout, Cav, Light Cav, and Hussar, 15% cheaper. Magyar Hussars is a unique unit. Curvinian Army allows Magyar Hussars to cost no gold. Recurve Bow, give Cav Archers +1 range and +1 attack. Team bonus of Foot Archers +2. And help me out, chat. What was the other civilization? I can't think, guys. The other civilization is Franks. How did I forget Franks? You guys know the Franks. Franks Cav Civilization castles cost 25% less Cav, 20% more hit points than feudal. Farm upgrade free, requires a mill, which is huge. Foragers work 25% faster, also huge. Throwing Axeman, unique unit. Chivalry, get stables working 40% faster. Bearded Axe gives +1 range to those throwing Axemen, and the Knights get +2 line of sight. So, here we go, guys. This should be pretty interesting here, as we have 2 Mayan players, and then we have a Franks and a Magyars. Personally, I love the Magyar civilization. It's one of my favorite civs, to be honest. And we'll see what Mr. Liquidator here does with them, and then we'll have to see the difference in the comparisons between Supermonkeycar3000 and Luxman here. See what they do. As far as maps go, not too shabby here for Lord of Swords. The forward stones, forward golds are not ideal, but he does have a main gold in the back. So that is not too terrible. This must be his third gold pile right here. Bringing in that boar, no problem. On this side here for his teammate, Luxman, not quite as good here. I mean, it's not bad. It's still got a safe gold. That stone could probably be safe. Could probably wall this up. Could be pretty decent base, really. It's just going to be pretty big wall off to take care of that. Boar does come in just in time as well. Liquidator here, he has, you know, a pretty good map. Forward stones and golds over here, yeah. But you already see where he's potentially going to wall up, maybe, you know. Back could be pretty safe here. I mean, it's not the greatest map. Wood line in the back, though, is always nice to have. It's hard to say if this is going to continue or not. Super Monkey Car's base for Mayans. I mean, wall, 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 not bad. He will have a big wall, but big TC spot here. It's going to be interesting. We already have Lord of Swords walling up with one bill here. Not a bad idea, since he is going to be in need of some protection if he's going to be running out doing a lot of things here. Luxman going out to his berries now. Builds all look pretty safe here. 13 and 3. Got 5 here for Luxman. Oh, that was a misclick. I send in villagers back to take that there. He's got to fix that issue. Lord of Swords, 14-3. Super Monkey Car, 4 and 13. And then Liquid over here is 5 and 13. So things are looking pretty nice here. No complaints indeed. Ooh, Eagle's going to go down. Oh no, that's painful. Luxman loses his Eagle, will be without that vision. Going to be difficult to jump into that one there. Let's see. Got lots of questions to be answered here, and that is, where are these players going to wall? Are they going to wall? It's going to be very mobile play for both Liquid and for Lord of the Swords here. So they might not wall too much. Maybe just try to wall in a bit of the eco here. Maybe some tight walls here. Protect his main farming eco here, but and his main gold, of course. But maybe not wall up any more than that. Supermonkeycar3000, he's not attempted to wall anything. He's got a few houses over here, which is not the end of the world. Lord of Swords has his scout over here as well. His opponent just lost his. Barracks comes up for Liquid, and he does have loom, so that villager is going to be quite safe. Also very close to the town center. Could run back. Yep, just passing, no worries. Liquid is getting some scouting. We'll take another look here at the scouting. As we can see, Liquid has done quite a bit of scouting. He does scout that barracks is going to be going up here, so he is going to keep an eye on that as well. Super Monkey Car on the other side, he is going to also get his Eagle Scout shot down here, losing his scout as well. And then we have Luxman. We already know he lost his scout. He has not scouted a whole lot. Did scout some of his base. Is going to get some walls up. Lord of Swords in Feudal Age. 2 units building a stable. He does have scouting, but it's all on his opposing scout competition. Everyone is going to be in feudal here relatively around the same time, and we're going to see 3 villagers come forward and build a stable here as well. The barracks just went up simply for needing to make that other building there. Double range from Super Monkey Car already going up here. He may not have the correct count of villagers yet to produce out of both of them, but he will get there pretty shortly. And then the full walls come up over here for Lord of Swords, which is the right play. Going Franks, he's going to get his units up. Hole still available right here, but that will be plugged here shortly. Only one range coming down on this side, and I think, yeah, there's that still a hole. Not sure. It looks like it could be. Could be a devastating. We'll find out later.
Okay.
Mayan players both going to range, which is quite expected and quite nice at this point. Super Monkey, he's going to range. Production here also going to be up to a very healthy number of archers. Blacksmith coming up as well, so would expect to see fletching from him before long. Scouts already coming out in mass here for Lord of Swords, which is going to be extremely nice. That additional HP kind of offsets the additional attack here for Liquid's Knights, but some spears coming out as well, so that could play a very big factor into how this one goes here. The fight ensues. And yeah, he's got to run back. That additional HP is quite good. Also, a few more scouts. Really need to keep an eye on when Super Monkey moves out. We only have one stable production, which is probably why there's a few less scouts here for Liquid, but he is on some spears as well, so his army composition is probably in a better position right now. Oh, actually, no, it is only one. Okay, 1-to-1. Kind of surprising. Frank player is grabbing fletching as well. So, pretty safe right now, pretty boomy right now. We do have one loss and one kill for a few units down here. Went down, 2 scouts went down. But, nonetheless, very nice little round base here. Quite a few archers building up. This could be a very large deadly mass here before long. And on the other side, we only have a few archers. Not very many at all. A couple scouts go down here for Liquid, which is unfortunate. He is losing a few scout numbers. He is also alone over here right now, so he's going to have to try to defend himself alone at this point. And yep, he calls to his teammate, lets him know, hey, heads up, we have a problem. I'm about to be doubled. Where's your army?
Shot it.
And you know, he might have said go forward. Fletching coming in now, more archers behind this. So he says they're both here. You can go forward. I will defend. I think is the right play here. I think you have enough numbers here to deal with this. You might as well deal with it. Just some back and forth here. You're just trying to buy time. You're not really trying to fight this out all that much here. And actually he's going to move out and he's going to take this fight, and it's actually going to be a decent exchange for him because of all the additional spears in there. And now the scouts' turn to take on the archers here. That engagement turned out to be a little bit worse for him, and yeah, he's just going to sacrifice those scouts. He's going to put a wall up behind this, and he is just going to defend, as we now have these archers over here trying to do some damage. Looks like he didn't get a single kill there, but he does force that entire wood line to go idle, and he has now made his presence very aware, very known, and actually the scouts might even go back here. He is going to head back with his scouts, which could be very, very interesting. Villager count right now, Lord of Swords is up on the villager count. He is up to 41. Only 2 villagers higher, but his teammate Luxman is significantly behind now with only 36. And we have a defensive archery range coming up as we have these archers. Nope, they're not going to go in. I expect he knows that the army is not around, and he's going to have to find somewhere to fight it. Getting some free hits there, not a whole lot though. Now we have spears, skirms on this side. A few archers over here doing a good job of dealing with this problem right here. Teammate telling him where those units are, where he is. And yeah, he's got a large number of archers. I don't think there's enough scouts here to actually take it. We'll have to wait and see. But Lord of Swords is on his way to the Castle Age right now, which is going to be quite nice there for him. Could prove to be quite a powerful swing here, as there is enough archers here to take this fight, and he has the hill as well. And oh, what is that passing? Some free HP loss there, which is quite nice as well. He is on his way up to castle, as well as his teammate over here, Liquidator, is. Only person not up to castle right now would be Luxman. So Luxman is falling behind ever so slightly here. But nonetheless, this is enough units that if they turn into crossbows, it could become more of an issue. Although we do still see some scouts being produced here, which is not what you want to be producing at this moment. I guess you think you need it. He does build some walls up there. Scouts are not going to take a good fight against these archers right now. Not in their current massed form. We do have some some archers going back over here to assist. Liquid is desperate to get on that gold pile. He just needs to break through and get on that one. He is going to get that tower up though if that is left on its own, as we have even more archers coming out here. So at this point, he's going to pick off yet another vill. Maybe? Nope, he's just going to attack the house. He wants to get through here. He really wants to fight this. He wants to try to get back in the eco and do some damage, as we do see a second stable coming up. And we are going to see knights coming out now, but I think this is the right play. He's going to leave his position, leave his forward position here, and he's going to back up. He's actually going to run into some of Luxman's archers, and that's a pretty rough position to be in there, as those archers won't stand much of a chance, but he gets away with them, and is going to run these back until he can get crossbow up himself, and that leaves Liquid all alone to boom up to get some knights out of his own. This is a massive crossbow number though, and you know these archers are not going to be upgraded for a considerable amount of time moving forward here. That could become somewhat of an issue. See, I don't see anyone else dropping any town centers right now though. We do have Lord of Swords dropping a town center, and that's it though. Just Lord of Swords. So everyone is 1 TC minus Lord of Swords. Lord of Swords is going to try to boom behind this with all these scouts and knights, which is only 18. Actually, might be 17. And there's a lot of they're now light cav, which is nice, additional HP and such. But this is far too many crossbows. 40 crossbows. 40 crossbows. I don't know how they take this fight. And crossbow will come in on this side. There will be knights coming forward. There are a few knights headed out here for Liquid, and he can actually snipe. Oh, this is a very good play. He's going to snipe all of these archers just sitting here and not in mass. Big fight coming on the other side, though. This could be where it's make it or break it in the game. Those archers, crossbow upgrade is going to be coming out, but got some communication to the back here. Lots of units over here. Could be a massive 2v1 on this side. We gotta have those knights come forward, and we are gonna see 44 of them now. Crossbow upgrade comes in here, but not nearly as much. Taking the hill, which is really nice here for him. It's gonna be make it or break it kind of fight here though. That was a good volley of archers going down there. We do have some knights coming in from behind, and yes, this is an excellent play. University, he's going to get in behind his walls just in time to prevent any mass casualties, as Liquid is a little bit behind right now getting his production over here, which makes sense due to the fact that he was dealing with a lot of idle time on his gold. And now this 45 versus this 23 will never work, and yeah, Lord of Swords has to come back. He can't leave that alone. The knight numbers are starting to mass up, and on this side the knight number production has slowed down due to the fact that he's put down that additional town center and is trying to boom. Still 1 TC all in from both sides here, and I don't think there's another town center up here as well. Spare archer goes down here. Arby's are kind of separated, but they're going to back up here. And there are a lot of scouts in this army, so it's really not that great of a composition with all these crossbows. 47 to 26, and there's actually only 22 because there's 4 skirmishers in there. Knights, enough attack here to get one-shotted. And yep, this is a really good fight, I think, for Super Monkey and Liquidator, as the crossbow numbers are not there. There are quite a few scouts in there as well, which is also not ideal. And the knights versus the knights, they're just going to take that down. Big engagement, big fight though. KD is actually fairly similar at this time. Villager will go down there as well. still 45 to 22 archers. And he's going to pick off some of these knights for almost for free here as well. That's pretty big. And then a fight here on the hillside, as it looks like it's going to be a fairly even fight here. I think Liquid actually got the better of that, and now Liquid is into that crossbow army, calling for help, which is the right move here. And those archers are not attacking, but I think that that was a really great fight. Liquid got that slight hill bonus there, and that made a massive difference, as now there's very little military here. Liquid only has 6 units, but we have 55 military units for Super Monkey Car, and then Lord of Swords has 13, and Luxman has, oh, they both have 14. So, massive army differences. Super Monkey also with a slight villager advantage, gonna get a monk or monastery up, get some houses down, and I would expect to see that there's the second town center from him. Liquid is still just 1 TC, but gonna do some forward siege, which is gonna do quite a bit of damage. Actually, he's got an inn here. He took down the palisade, and now he's just going to wreak havoc over here, which is going to do quite a good bit of damage on this side here. Cannot complain. He's got knights everywhere. Knights are coming in over here as well. But then the crossbows are forward. The crossbows are going to be looking to do quite a bit of damage. More and more houses, more and more crossbows. Liquid has done the big distract job over here, has caused chaos, caused 2 armies to come to this side, and now it's just how fast can this get killed. All Liquid has to do is defend now. Defend and let your teammate push Super Monkey Car. Oh, this is a panic castle. As panic castle gets here, and a lot of villagers went down to get this up here. And actually, he's gonna get the castle up, but now he needs to run. He is going to lose quite a few crossbows on the way out, but I think the exchange was well worth it considering how many units he took down there. And on this side, we just see there's still a few knights over here. Could go hit some wood lines, and they are going to head in now and hit some wood lines. And then Blue Lord of Swords is on his way back here. He is going to try to defend his base even more. But villager count now is 82 for Super Monkey Car, 66 for Liquidator, only 64 for Luxman, and Lord of Swords went down to 47 when he went to force that castle up, and he actually outranges this town center. He could actually take it down. Imperial Age on its way in. Liquid got a few knights over here and was pushing forward enough to where Lord of Swords actually decided he was going to stay around over here. This is kind of sloppy from Super Monkey, though. He should have just backed up these. He has the additional range. The range actually came in for Lord of Swords, so he does not. But now he'll be able to. Liquid will be able to push over here, and this town center is going to go down. The way these archers are firing on this thing, they will go down. It's only a matter of time. And he will escape with the vills, but losing a town center like this is extremely rough on the eco. He is still 2 TC behind this, but now Liquid has gotten himself some time to get more knight production out. He's going to get another siege workshop up. He is going to go ahead and add his 3rd town center as well. But we have Super Monkey Car here, super clean eco the whole game, will be in Imperial Age here very shortly, and he's gonna go to Siege Workshop forward. Would expect to see a castle forward from him here at some point in time. There are over 60 military units, 67, and he's got the hill right here. Arb will be coming in, some pikemen here as well. Castle, wants to castle the hill, which I think is the right move here. He's just running around with archers trying to get himself into a really good position to take the fight here. And this is just going to melt. Arbalest will come in the middle of this fight here. There it is. And all the knights will go down. All the knights melt. The KD is now 95 to 54. Arbs forward. Knights are in over here. Liquid has done his duty to get in on this side. Garrison a bunch of units here, and he's losing his army quite quickly. The GG is called the Faster Imperial Age. Arbs just destroyed those knights. The ecos were behind quite significantly as well. As game 1, Arabia goes to Supermonkeycar3000 and GhettoLiquidator. Quick look at the statistics here. As you can see, Supermonkeycar just so far ahead. Look at the villager count when it comes up here. 70 military at 40 minutes. Eco's pretty one-sided. Society, 98 vills. Closest was his teammate at 80, the other two at 77 and 66 respectively. And there's a timeline. Just look at that big, thick, green military blob right there. That one is definitely the way to go. So, game number 1 goes to Supermonkeycar and Ghetto Liquidator here. It's a pretty sick game number 1 there, as we had pretty good pressure here and there. Things were definitely interesting for sure, though. So, a real quick update, because I forgot to tell you guys what the bans were. We have Britons, Ethiopians, Mongols, and Indians as bans. So, we will not see any of those civs here at the moment, which is okay, as we go to game number 2 in the best of 3. Supermonkeycar and GhettoLiquidator 1 game ahead. We are going to go to the map choice of Lord of Swords and Luxman, which will be an interesting one. One we haven't seen yet in the tournament. Anyone care to venture a guess as to what it is? Gosh, this is gonna be... Whew. Alright, here goes, guys. Game number 2 between these two teams, and you guys... Did you guys know that C-Notes was in the map pool? And did you know that we have both teams picking basically mere civilizations, Vikings and Persians, for each team on cenotes, or cenote days. What? This is beautiful. So, real quickly, the Persians are cavalry civilization, start with 50 plus food and wood. Town centers, docks have 2 times the hit points. Work rate is 10% faster in feudal, 15 in castle, and 20 imperial. Unique unit is the war elephant. And then we have Commanderon. Can't think. Yes, Michael, this is Battlegrounds. Archer line gold cost is replaced by additional wood cost. Muhouts is War Elephant's 30% faster team bonus, being Knight attack +2 versus Archers. And the only other civ in this matchup, the Vikings. Infantry civilization here. Warships are cheaper. Infantry have +10 additional hit points in feudal, +15 in castle, and +20 in imperial. Wheelbarrow and handcart being free are massive. Berserks and longboats. And then we have chieftains, which infantry deal more damage to cavalry, and berserker gang, where berserkers regen faster. So, maps. Cenotes. If you guys aren't familiar with cenotes here, it's a very interesting map. Does have some lakes or ponds spread throughout with some shore fish in them. No deep fish though, and makes it just more difficult to wall, more interesting, and just a different map that we don't see quite as often here. So, Super Monkey Car is playing the Persians, and then we have Ghetto Liquidator playing the Vikings, Lord of Swords playing the Persians, and Luxman playing the Vikings. So, what does this mean? What will we see? That house is extremely unfortunately placed since there's going to be a lumber camp right there. Luxman, this is a bad place for a lumber camp. But you'd have to do what you have to do, I guess. On this side, oh, by the way, the map's very open, if you guys haven't noticed. Very open. Going to be very difficult to wall. Res exposed in many places. Some hills here as well. You can see on this mini map, you see all the hills down here. See all the elevations. It's quite a good depiction. This map is, I really like the hill map, to be honest. I like it a lot, actually. Don't really care so much for that one, but I do like the hill map quite a lot here. So, Lord of Swords and Luxman looking to get their revenge in game number 2. Gonna have to come back with mirror matchups essentially, as we have both players doing very simple, solid builds. One build goes out to build 2 houses. Should be the same here for Liquid as well. And yet to find some turkeys here is Lord of Swords. Let's take a quick look at his Fog of War. Oh, he just missed it actually. Should find it here the way he's going out for the boar. And yep, there we go. He'll be very happy to have found those, as he's probably been looking for them since he hasn't really scouted anywhere else. Boar will come in here. Will come in at a decent time. Or Javelina, actually. We're still just going to call him Boar though, nonetheless. Gonna go ahead and take that down as he heads out to berries as well. His teammate Luxman here is very heavy on wood. So heavy on wood, in fact, I feel like he doesn't know the map. He is docking this pond. I don't think Luxman knows what this map is. I think he's thinking it's more of a water map than it is. He will soon find out that you are going to be just doing some shorefish shenanigans here. I don't even think it's going to be worth it to fish there. But he's super heavy on wood. I mean, it's quite unfortunate there for Luxman. Let's see what Mr. Super Monkey Car is up to. He's just walling. Walling and booming, getting his eco straightened out, doing a fine job with that. He's going to lose some HP here, but he is forward. He did find his opponent. He does know where the wood line is, so he's getting some valuable information as it is. Scout goes down for Luxman as well. Liquid on the other side, he's already moved out. He's already actually scouted his opponent. He actually got really close to that town center. Did get away with it though, and did lose some HP for it. But both players in pretty good positions. All players in pretty good positions. Big walls coming up for Lord of Swords here. I don't even know why you would attempt to wall this map, and you just wall to that pond. It would probably be a little bit better. But he's gonna wall there. So, not a huge fan of the walling attempt here, and I don't think that Luxman knows the maps unless he's just decided, well, hey, let's get that shorefish and do some fish traps. Either way, we'll see how that works out for them, as everyone is on their way up except for Luxman at this time. He is clicking up though, not too far behind, so cannot complain there. This is going to be interesting. There are not many additional resources on this map. This is a very awkward gold. Don't even know if they have seen that yet. I really wouldn't be surprised if they had. They have not yet seen that. So that gold is going to remain a mystery. That stone back there, also pretty far away. gold all the way over here on the edge of the map as well. That's not exactly ideal either. And then a stone here. And that is all of your additional res on this map. Everything else is supposed to belong to a player. So trade may become important. And on a 2v2, I really like this map to inspire trade to be necessary, because you're not going to have a whole lot of gold should this go into a late game. The goal for this is not to go into late game though. Team Battlegrounds tournament, we have decided that we want to have as many aggressive maps as possible, and we do not want to have all these games go to imp. So, as thus, most of these maps that we are playing on are open, difficult to wall, and to wall is a heavy investment. We get that people want to wall, we get the walling meta, but we want to make it hard for you to wall. We want to watch action, so to say, and we are getting quite a few fishing ships out here. I mean, he is going to get 600 food in return here for quite a bit of wood investment, but could still do fish traps, so that might work out okay for him if it survives to be into the long game. Do have a Viking barracks come up here with another archery range. There we go, coming down, which is what I expect to see from both Viking players, is just archery range production. Ghetto has both his archery ranges up, and then our Persian players should both be going into scouts, as we already have 2 here, and we don't have any over there because they're all over here in his ally space. I don't know why he would have them come over here unless their plan is to double Super Monkey Car. Gonna be a tower coming down on that gold immediately. I guess that's a good idea. It keeps your gold safe. Not a huge fan of it myself though. Not really a fan of it because this is a good town center spot right there. Especially get rid of that house. It'd be an excellent town center spot, and if that tower is not necessary, then you don't have to worry about it. But nonetheless, we're going to see some scout action here as players will be dancing back and forth. Archer numbers are still building over here as we have 2 archery range production on this side, 2 on this side as well, and blacksmith coming up here. We already had... Nope, we do not have a blacksmith up yet over here, but we do have a decent number of units out here nonetheless. Pretty good job. Everyone's booming up pretty nicely here. There is a hole next to that archery range, which is not ideal. The Persian player doesn't really want to go into archers, but I guess you want to get rid of those spears, so it makes sense. Losing valuable HP on that unit there. Scouts, are they going to find that hole? They did find the hole. Scouts are in. This could be pretty rough here, but not a single vill goes down as he pulled him back in. He was too worried about losing them there. So though he did get in here, he did not go pressing forward. Quick walls up over here. He has to force these archers and that spear in. So that is a really good defense on this side, and Liquid is just going to head forward, and all the pressure is coming over here for Super Monkey Car, but they are getting up walls behind this to the point where the scouts can run through. Oh, they're going to find it's a tower there though. These archers are going to have to run in. He's attacking the tower. Archers are in over here with spears. Looks like they are going to attack the palisade gate there and try to get in and do as much damage as possible. And though there is some idle time here, this really isn't doing a whole lot of damage as he's taken a few scouts out already. A few vills might go down here, but all in all, he still has a 32 count for villagers, and he is bringing his own scouts back to help deal with these here, which is extremely nice play. Skirmishers also hopping out to deal with this as well. So does defend quite nicely. And over here we've got pretty similar action going on, as we have walls behind where the gate was, and we do have the house going down here pretty soon. And he could be in here. This could be quite bad. The skirms will go down to the spears. As long as you protect the spears, you should be fine. Scout down. Another scout will go down here, no question. And yeah, a lot more eco idle, a lot more running. So who did more damage to who is the real question, as Liquid is going to be doing more damage at this point, I think. If he continues to run around here, he's actually going to force, or he's going to send more archers forward. Scouts are at his walls. He is fully walled. He should be able to wall up behind this, though, as we do have some archers on their way. But I think he'll get the walls, the secondary line of walls up, no problem. More archers coming forward. I would like to see him go around this way, but I don't think we're going to see that. We'll just have to wait and see. Yep, house wall goes up. There is still a hole. He realizes the hole, so he is buying more time yet again. And now we just have Super Monkey just booming. He is getting wheelbarrow at this time. Does have some army. Is defending himself just fine. More backup walls here, but we also have more archers over here, and if these become crossbows, Lord of Swords is actually going to be the first one up. So he did build the market, so he is going to get up first, but archers and spears come in, and they're just going to shoot after some units here. Another scout goes down. Oh, that village chose to go to the mill. Oh, villagers will go down here, as he has lost more units to these archers here. He is invaded upon, though, as scouts and archers are in, so we have quite a few idols on both sides, over 20 in fact for both, and now Liquid has to put all of his attention on defending his base and just idling this eco here for Lord of Swords, which right now is really bad. Really bad. He's only got, what, 7, 8 villagers actually out, 9 if you count that one. And he's actually going to get through this wall right here, trying to force down a tower, throws a house down, but that is not going to do him any good. If Liquid pays attention to this, that tower would be easily taken down. The fight over here, as we have scouts and archers come in, clean this up. There is no more military except for a small handful of archers forward here, and then there are quite a few archers still in this base over here for Liquid, as his opponent is in castle now, but I don't think it's going to be able to do enough. They're too far behind. The vill counts again, 25 for Lord of Swords, so he is the first one into castle, but what he can produce is very minimum. These scouts will all go down to these archers, no question about it. And then these scouts here have poked a hole in already. So we have 18 military, 16 archers, more villagers exposed. That vill will go down. These vills will have to run. This is looking to be more and more in the hands of Liquid and Super Monkey here. I don't know if they're going to be able to lose enough that it's going to hurt them. I think that the eco tells the story. 24 vills for Lord of Swords, 38 for Luxman. Luxman does have a good vill count, don't get me wrong. He is doing fine, but he hasn't been under a whole lot of pressure. They didn't really accomplish much going in over here on Liquid's base. They did get him down to 32 villagers. He is not producing them because he is on his way to the castle age, but he is going to have a large number of crossbows as soon as he gets that upgrade. And then I don't think that there's going to be enough production from Lord of Swords or from Luxman to be able to make up for that deficit there, as we have 37 military for Liquid here. Vikings can be insane. I mean, their eco is so good. Gonna see a bunch of upgrades come in here, as we're gonna see eco upgrades first. Actually, we're not gonna prioritize the crossbow upgrade, so this could be a bad fight here. The numbers are still very much in favor here, though, and he's just going to run. He doesn't need to get the crossbow upgrade, and there he does go ahead and click it. He was trying to prioritize eco ahead of his military, but I think he took the eco upgrades away there, which probably is the right play. Scouts, oh, these scouts are in. 6 scouts from Persians are in, forcing idle time, apologies, and probably gonna kill one. Nope, doesn't kill one, but just a bunch of eco time. Crossbow upgrade is in, and now all of these crossbows for Luxman are out of position here and in danger. Scouts over here still causing havoc as well, as the eco is continuing to get better for everyone at this time. Luxman and Super Monkey have the best eco though, but we're gonna see knights coming forward for our Persian player, and there's already a ton of crossbows and 2 spears coming forward here, and actually they're gonna send Lord of Swords is gonna send his knights across over here to help deal with these scouts, and that's going to give a massive time frame for this to come forward over here. And Lord of Swords was already hit pretty hard, and he's going to be hit hard again, as the scouts and the knights are just going to loop around up here to join this main force of army here. This knight will go down here, no question, and Liquid will be in 3 volleys to take this down here, and I would expect to see this just push through. Scouts and knights come through as well. Eco is just going to remain very idle. Forward Siege Workshop is up for Liquid here, and I think they're going to just take this tower down. Big fight, probably the biggest fight of the game that we're going to see here. There are not enough knights or crossbows here for Luxman and Lord of Swords though, and I think that's going to cost them. The knights are out of place here. Knights are just attacking crossbows. Tower fire does help out. Town center fire helps out, but there are too many crossbows here, and Liquid is cleaning up all of those knights, shooting some more vills down in the process, and gonna just kill everything off at this point. Forward siege, you expect to see mangonels and or rams come out as more knights come forward. Crossbows here are exposed and could go down as well if this is noticed. Thus far it has not been, however. It is now, and yep, there goes all of these archers will die. Liquid did have a lot more numbers here, but his KD is now 53 to 44, which is slightly better than everyone else, and these archers here for Luxman will die as well. Few villagers going down for Lord of Swords, who's back down to 23 pop. Calls the GG. Well played from both sides here. I think what it came down to was just military fights and presence in the right place. Super Monkey defending his base while Ghetto went forward and forcing all that military to leave the attack to try to save Lord of Swords here. I think that was what really did it, and then the ecos were so unbalanced and it's hard to boom back into it. Even with Viking eco, if you're not holding your military numbers and you're taking bad fights, it's not helpful. Not helpful at all. GG, well played here from Liquid, Super Monkey, Luxman, and Lord of Swords. Thank you guys for playing this set. Congratulations to Super Monkey and GhettoLiquidator. So you guys will move on to the next round and continue this pursuit for the $150 prize pool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys are on YouTube just catching these videos, they are still following up, still moving forward, but only in the round of 16. It will just get more and more crazy with best of 3s right now, but it'll turn into best of 5s, and the finals is a best of 7. It's going to be a crazy mess of games. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you guys could give me a like and a follow and subscribe to this channel so we can keep producing these videos and having more fun with these things, continuing them, and maybe even you guys want to participate, you guys decide to come over and join in, that would be great. The Discord is in the link. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys on Twitch hopefully here pretty soon. Later, guys.